Well, hello, everybody. Happy Friday. We have made it. What is this? April 11th? Is it the 11th of April already? Guys, we are in the middle of April. Like, we're going to be in May next year. Where's the time going? So, listen, I am so glad you're here. What is this? What do we got going on here today? We got balloons going on. We have stuff happening. Why? Because we're going to be celebrating birthdays today. That's right, celebrating the birthdays. So, first off, I am so glad that you're here and that you are spending lunch, breakfast, dinner, wherever you are. I am so glad that you're joining me today. And so, I would love to know where we chiming in at today. However, I can't see you guys yet. So, I won't be able to shout you out because I can't see the chat yet, but it will be up soon enough. Right now, I'm just looking vicariously. And so I'm believing by faith you're there, typing back at me hellos and greetings and happy Fridays. And so I'm imagining it. And so I'm saying hi back to you. I hope you guys have had an amazing week. What did I do? I don't think I can even remember what I did because I've slept since then. Golly. I've done quite a bit. This week, guys. It's been a busy week. Like, I legitimately can't remember. That's how I know it's been busy, if I can't even remember. But anyway, here we go. All right. The chat is back. Jew Crew, I can see you. Hey, guys. All right. So, I see Columbia, South Carolina. Jew Crew, Austin, happy Friday. Yes, guys, super happy to get to see you all. All right, can you guys scroll so I can see where the rest of my crew is at? Can you scroll up? Oh, there we go. Columbia, happy Friday. All right, good deal. Good deal. They are working on it. All right, so it seems today that I see you. Palm Beach, I see you. Rhode Island, I see you. Newburgh, New York, I see you. Baton Rouge, I see you. Tulsa, I see you. That's my girl, Chris B. Durham, North Carolina, I see you. J. Coop, hey, I see you. Brooklyn in the house, okay? You know I was born in the Big Apple, but I was born in the Bronx. Tampa, Florida, I see you. Poland, thank you for being here. I see you. What is that? Mexico, I see you. Houston, I see you. Hi, Davidson. Minneapolis, I see you. Trinidad and Tobago, I see you. Jamaica, you in here. Bermuda, I see you. Fort Pierce, I see you. AP, what's good, Jew Crew? What's good, guys? And Columbus, Ohio, Kansas City. I see you guys. And not only do I see you, I thank you for joining us. I thank you for being here. And I know that we're going to be chatting about what we're eating. This table looks super empty today, but I actually have something. I have lunch that we're going to eat together. All right, Amanda, I see you in Irving, and I'm so glad you are right down the street. Pearlie from Lubbock. Alicia from Shreveport. So in Shreveport, we go to a church there that we have gone to for the last, Tim and I have been together for 27 years, and we have been going to this church, ministering at this church there with some of the greatest pastors. They are lovely. The husband is amazing. The wife is amazing and beautiful. They have an awesome church in Benton, Louisiana. So really small city right there, just right outside of Shreveport. It's about 20 minutes from the borderline of Texas, Louisiana. And so it's right in that little Bossier, Shreveport area. And so they're in Benton called EBC, Elizabeth Baptist Church. So shout out to Pastor Doyle and Pastor Mararia Adams. They are our favorite pastors in all of Louisiana. They are our dear friends. They are incredible, most importantly, integral. They love each other. They have a fantastic marriage. Their kids are amazing. Like they're just an amazing family. So if you are in the Bossier, Shreveport, and you guys are looking for a church home, don't let it's EBC, Elizabeth Baptist Church. Don't let that deter you. They are very progressive. They are amazing, and we have been going to that church and ministering there, preaching there, and just being their friends for 27 years. 27 years. So they are awesome. All right. I see you, Lubbock. I see you, Utah. Alexia, thank you for being here. Westlake, Texas. I'm so glad you're right down the street. Just Bree, hey Jude, love you so much. I'm on my way out the door. Just want to say hi and everybody, I love you so much. Just Bree, love you too, honey. And I'm so glad that you are that you just came in to say hi. So be safe wherever you're going, okay? Alicia Miles, my sister's church, awesome. I will absolutely visit looking for a church home. Alicia, great. Yes, it is a great church. All right, Bloomington, Minnesota, love it. I'm so glad you're here. Montreal, I love you guys. I'm so glad you are here. And so, guess what today is? Today is, I told you guys like 2 months ago that I am going to celebrate birthdays at least once a month. And so we're going to have a little birthday celebration. So before we get started in our lunch, I want to know whose birthday is it, whether it is today, if it's a family member or friend, most importantly, if it is you. I want to say happy birthday to you. So throw your birthdays out in the chat. I want to see it. Travis, it's your birthday today from Memphis. Yay. Happy birthday to you, Travis. Hold on. Here we go. Watch this. Look, I even got birthday hats for y'all. We here with it, okay? Look at that. We here with it. Watch this. I'm about to transform just for you. Taking off the glasses. And guess what? We having birthday cake. All right? We together with it. I don't know if this is going to hold up, but we here with it. Is it going to hold up? It ain't holding up. My face is too big. All right. We'll see if we'll prop it up. All right? They are laughing at me. The birthday hat is gangsta leaning. All right. So happy birthday. Look, I don't have my glasses on now. All right, Travis from Sacramento. Okay, there we go. I see you. Hey, you be good from Sacramento. Today's your brother's birthday. Happy birthday. Happy birthday to everybody in the chat. April 25th. I see you. I see you. I see you. Happy birthday, everybody. Your mom in love's birthday, April 20th. Nice, nice, nice. So look at that. We got some balloons for you. We got some fun birthday cake glasses. We got some party hats. And next time, I'll have a gift for you guys, right? I'm working it up. I'm working it up. So happy birthday to all the April babies. Can we get a song? Do we got any birthday music? Can we sing and dance? Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, happy birthday, happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, happy birthday, happy birthday to you. So listen, I hope you guys have an amazing birthday month. We celebrate you. We love you. We honor you. And if it's you, if it's your mommy, if it's your daddy, your brother, your sister, your cousin, your third niece, all right, from the fourth marriage, happy birthday to them. And listen, I'm the party girl, right? I am going to celebrate people because at the end of the day, we're not promised tomorrow. And like my husband, Tim is like, I only celebrate the big tens. I'm like, I'm not waiting to celebrate the big tens. If it's your birthday, we celebrating you right now. And I want to give you the love right now while you're here. So whether it's you or your family or friend, please let them know that the Jew crew over here is shouting them out, and we are wishing them a happy April birthday. And we're going to be doing this once a month to celebrate all the birthdays. And so if you're in the chat, I'm so glad you are here. We love you. So happy birthdays, all of April. We love you. Celebrate all month. Love yourself all month, and let people spoil you because you deserve it. All right. Love it, guys. All right. So birthday time, we got balloons. I'll put my hat back on. I don't even know how this looks. Tim laughs at me all the time that I just be plopping my hat on. But that's my business. That's what I tell him. It's my business, right? How I want to wear my hat. Okay? He always wants to know why you just plop it on crazy. And I said, because it's just my business. I just plop it on. And then wherever it lands, it lands. I don't have time to be trying to fit it on and do all this kind of stuff. Listen, got to take me for how I am, right? That's what I say. So, anyway, guys, I am super glad. So, we're celebrating. You guys are loving these glasses. Aren't they fun? Guys, I got them from the Dollar Tree like 15 minutes ago. The Dollar Tree, cute little birthday cake glasses. So I got birthday hats for the team as well. And I think I only got one or two glasses because I didn't know if the boys would wear them. So, at the end of the day, um, I'm here celebrating you. All right. Noah got his hat on and his glasses. So we out there. So I love you guys. Super happy about the birthdays, the shout outs, and we celebrating. We're celebrating out here today. All right. Biggest question of the day. What are we eating? What's for lunch? What are we eating today, guys? I want to know. Put it in the chat. Did you have lunch already? Did you have breakfast? Are we have dinner? What are we eating right now? Because I'm going to tell you what we're eating. And I'm going to let you know that I this time did not cook it. My mom cooked lunch today for us guys. So shout out to mummies for making lunch today. We're having homemade egg rolls, right? So we get the vegan egg roll wraps and it's really simple. It's delicious. We just get the shredded cabbage and we saute it in the pan, roll that thing up in the wrap, fry the wrap for just a couple minutes on each side, and it is the best thing ever. You dip it in some, there it is, guys. Thank you. No, you dip it in some, what do you call it? Cocoa aminos. We have to use the soy-free. We use the soy-free. What do you call it? The soy-free soy sauce, and it is absolutely amazing. So yes, all right. I see you guys are having Caesar salad, Chick-fil-A. Zachary is a little sick, but Friday and God is good. Hey, Zachary, we pray that you feel better really soon. Molly, you drinking some lemon water? Good job, Molly. Shrimp with quinoa. Oh, you know what one of my favorite meals was? I don't have it as much. Thank you. Could you get me a little petri dish, baby? Is shrimp and grits. Oh, I love a Cajun style shrimp and grits. So yes, butter bagel, nice. You had lunch already. You're gonna have dinner soon. Chi. Okay, you got it. Egg rolls last week. Yep. Pizza and fries, nice. Vegan curry roti, yes. Oh, yes. I had a late breakfast, early lunch, had carne asada quesadillas and mushrooms coffee. Oh, nice. Now, you guys know I cannot drink coffee. But I love to make it for people. Is that not odd? It does smell so good. That and dairy, I have a massive allergic reaction to it, so I can't have caffeine overall. I can't even have green tea because it has the caffeine in it. But I love making it for people, and here's the thing. I can't make coffee out of it. Thank you, baby. I can't make coffee out of a machine, like just in a coffee maker. Believe it or not, that's actually super difficult. It just seems so complex. But I make it the old school way with the little kettle thing on the stove. And then I mix it up. I make a café con leche. I make a cubano café con leche coffee. And that's what I make. It's the espresso. And I make that for people to come over all the time. And it's super sweet and it's a shot and they love it. And I enjoy making it. But I'm not putting it in the machine. I know there's machines that can do it. But I just like to put my love in it and make it for the people. So that's it. I agree with Nate. Whoever said vegan curry roti, that's what's going down. And now that makes me feel the need to go and make some fresh homemade roti and then some curry. In fact, we were supposed to have the curry chicken and roti this week, and I never did make it, guys. I've been quite busy this week, y'all. And do you know what I've been busy doing? Drum roll, please. I have been busy trying to find a location for this conference, y'all. Whoop, whoop. So, I am on Operation Conference 2025, okay? Operation Conference 2025. We've had some highs. We got some locations that are like, please come over here and have your event with us. And then there is some that are like, we definitely want your event here. We ain't got back with you yet, yo, on the details. Can't work with that. So, we're moving right along and I'm going to let you guys know. All right, what else we got? Finding a space. Yeah, so we're looking for a space because the very first conference I did was the very first one I did was back in 2022, right when we were still at Embassy. And again, it was just the Lord is very gracious. So we had an amazing time. And who wants some egg rolls? If not, all right, come get them, guys. Um, do you want some? Right, just raising their hand. Boom, boom, boom. And it was amazing. And that was just my very first conference by myself, nothing. And so 711 of you guys came. We had a blast. We had an absolute blast. And I think I shared that with you all. But it's 3 years later, and that's when we were still at the church. And you all have amazingly grown. You all have grown in size, in relationship. You guys have grown in following. And so thank you. And so now I have to find a location that can house all of you and have the breakout rooms that we do. So I need a place that has a good size main sanctuary and then like a really good size and then a place that has at least 8 to 10 breakout rooms that we could use because it's worth it. So I got one holding in the pipeline. And so we're working at it. So that's Operation Conference 2025. We are on it. Ready? Anybody else want some egg rolls? Do you want egg rolls? He's working. Okay, all right. So I'm here with it. All right, Erica, you are some ginger, lemon, honey, and cayenne. Good job. Greek yogurt, strawberries. Good job, guys. Hakka beef. Was that good? Your birthday is next week. I'm reading the text. If someone leave my mom on read again. What? On read again? What? What is happening? Oh, yeah, on the venues. Yes, they just take long. And you know what? And you're doing events, most venues take sometimes long to get back. And that's just the nature of it. And it's all good. But it's gonna be fine. And we'll work it out because this is what I love to do. I could throw an event 6 times a year. I could throw a conference 6 times a year. Anything that has to do with planning a party or an event, I'm your girl. I am your girl. This is what I like to do. I'm here for it. All right, Charity. I'm eating oatmeal with brown sugar, dark chocolate granola, coconut milk, chia seeds, and flax seeds. Great. Wow, what an amazing lunch. That is so much more healthier than these egg rolls that we're having right here. He will release the perfect spot. Yes, he will. Thank you so much. Thanks for your encouragement. A few weeks ago, Auntie Drew, I started a healthy eating, and today I'm having avocado with salt and pepper and a side of strawberries. Great. Great, Janice. I'm so happy to hear that. Soaked chia seeds, great. Good deal. I'm super duper happy. So I went to the doctor to go just get a regular checkup. And so you ever know when you get all your tests done and then they're like, okay, we got to do a follow-up, right? A follow-up for like your results. So I had already told her, I was like, listen, don't have me. I'm letting you know now what those results are probably going to look like. I can tell you because my genes don't fit the same. So when you got to when you have to hold a waist of your jeans and then you're trying to pull them up, but then you got to jump up with the jeans to get them on. See, that's where we're at. I don't know why we're there. I don't eat a whole bunch or a whole heaps. I clearly don't know why. But what's happening is, yes, mother. Yes, mother. You're not discreet, honey. You're not discreet, but we love you. All right. So, listen. So, yeah, that's where I'm at with it right now. It's the jeans is like, oh, I'm trying to pull them up, and I'm jumping up with them. Anybody have that? Anybody have that? It's the thickums season, right? Because that's what we call it. The thickums is here, and so I don't understand what's happening. So I said to the doctor, before you even get the results back, let me just let you know what I have and haven't been doing. And so I got the results back. And she was like, you're really healthy. You're really healthy. You've gained 2 pounds since last year. And I was like, oh, okay. I really thought it was worse than that. I can dig the 2 pounds because I can lose that. However, she was like, but your vitamin D is extremely low. Like extremely low. She's like, your range should be like in the 50 to 60 percentile. And she's like, you are at 13. And I was like, oh, she was like, it's giving deficit and deficiency on a magnanimous level. So she was like, you are not getting enough vitamin D. And I'm thinking, listen, I'm out in my garden. But she's like, it's not enough because of the melanin in your skin. You don't work a job that you're outside. So you got to take a supplement. So now I have to take vitamin D for the rest of my life. And she was like, so we're not going to overshoot it. Some people give like 50,000 IUs. And she was like, no, but you need to take it every day for the rest of your life, 5,000 milligrams forever. She was like, because you're so deficient. And she was like, and it will prohibit any problems in your body from happening. So we realize there's a lot of work. So you guys get your vitamin D checked out. Get out in that sun a little bit. Don't overbake, but make sure that you have some adequate vitamin D. And I've heard that. I have some friends that have to be on like 50,000 and take it every day for 3 months just to bring them back up. And they've come out of depression that they were in. Their vitamin D intake has actually increased their mood. They're overall much healthier. So it is a really big deal. So make sure you guys are getting checked out. Make sure you guys are doing good. And get your vitamin. Just go and take care of yourself, all right? Just take care of you. All right. Chantel said, I feel seen. These clothes are still being disrespectful. Yes, Grace, they are. They are still being disrespectful. Tawanda, hello from Chicago. Hey, Tawanda, I'm so glad you're here. Who said I don't go out? I go out. I be in these streets. But really, I be in my yard. I do. Same. I have low vitamin D and iron. Yes, I gotta take iron supplements too. I forgot about that. Yeah, guys, get your vitamin D in. Elevator, I take 10,000 IUs of D3 and K2, and I get a lot of sunshine. Great. Great. Yeah, guys. Yes, you have to take it with the K2 to help it absorb better. And if you also take it with a healthy fat. So I take mine every day with, since you told me, I take mine every day with some fresh guac that I make. So avocados are healthy fats. And so I take it with the healthy fat, and the healthy fats helps the vitamin D and the K2 absorb much better in your body and even faster. So I wanted to give you guys that little tip. Plus healthy fats. Yep, absolutely. So you guys get that in there, and that's it. Where are we at on our health journey? Are we doing good? It's April, and we got to definitely make some life decisions here. Small update. I had to practice what you suggested in my therapy session, and it made therapy far more comfortable for me. Netters, yay! Good job, Netters. What did you do? Oh, that's right. I'm glad. I'm so glad it worked. Good job. Jay Cooper, yeah, I can't get down with avocados. That's okay. Just find a healthy fat. I don't know if you do nuts. I just don't like nuts. So do some healthy seeds or nuts, and that's a healthy fat too. Which natural foods are high in vitamin D? Well, vitamin D, you really get that number one from the sun. That's your number one source of vitamin D. So if you don't have it, I don't know that there's any other foods that have vitamin D in it. So I think you have to get the supplement unless there's just some natural seeds out there. But I'm not a doctor. So if anybody in the chat knows, go ahead and put it in there. Tone, baked potato. All right. So you guys are good taking your vitamins. I'm super, I'm not a doctor, Mom. Oh my gosh, I'm not. But I'm always prescribing somebody something. Listen, I'm a Jamaican. I got 9,000 jobs. Y'all already know this. Listen. Well, when you live a long time and you go through a lot of stuff and you still alive, then we're here to tell it. We are here to tell it. So I think I'm pretty happy that I could still see all of these chats clearly without having my real glasses on. Good job, Vision. Okay. Good job, 2025. Um, Mushrooms, you can sun dry them to boost it. Grace, Auntie Jew, I need your help. I've been trying to get cute nails. My left hand, very cute, very elegant. My right hand, very ghetto. How can I stop them from breaking? So, if you're right-handed, are you right-handed, Grace? Dan, if you're right-handed, you're probably more active in that hand, so it's probably breaking easier. So, vitamins H and K are good for hair and nails, and biotin is good for hair. But vitamin H is good for your nails; it strengthens them as well. So, definitely vitamin H and some good old Jamaican castor oil. Come on, you would know that for sure. So, good old castor oil that is good for any and everything. If you want long eyelashes, just very small, good quality castor oil eyelashes. Put them on your eyelashes. There's a lot of natural things that you can do without having a whole lot of uh, chemicals. So put that castor oil on there as well, and take your vitamins. That's really helpful. A lot of people don't know this, but uh, well, not for the guys, but for the women, you could kind of take some prenatals. I know a lot of women that just as a regular supplement they take prenatal vitamins because of all the nutrients that are in it. It's kind of a one-stop shop vitamin, and so that will definitely make your nails grow long as well. So, Drew, any advice or encouragement for me? Sophie, what do you need today, Sophie? Tell me what you need. Tell me what you need, and I will be glad to encourage you. So, speaking of encouragement, you guys know we're building the store, right? For merch, merch, merch. It's coming. And so you guys know I'm creative, right? Dun, da, 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 you. They know that. They know that about you, right? I love creating, designing, drawing, all this kind of things. Well, not necessarily drawing, but I love being creative in a lot of different ways. So, in our merch store that is coming up, so you guys can give me thumbs up or thumbs down. I was up because I was so excited to make this design for our merch that I have a shirt that I'm making called Dream Big, right? And Dream Big. And you guys will see it when we release the merch store. And I'm just super excited about this particular product because it is all about you guys, right? And so it's Dream Big. And so in there, I put these encouragements to you, right? And um, so that none of y'all sue us or sue me and say, you didn't give me permission to use my screen name. I just threw out some names that I remembered and names that came to me last night. And so within the shirt, your name might be printed in the shirt with a personal encouragement to you. And so as we do revisions, I'll change up the names, but I kind of have like um it's on my computer, which I don't have in front of me, but it's like it says dream big, and then it's a whole paragraph of names that says like Erica, you got this. David, don't give up. You know what I mean? Stacy, you are better than you think. And so they're just like quick little few word encouragement to you. They're to you. So if you get this shirt when we put it out and it has your name in it, just know that all of it was meant for you. And then as I come out with different designs and styles like that, I'll make sure when I kind of increase that line, I'll make sure I try to get others' names in there as well. But I want you to know I am thinking of you. I love you. And every time you wear that shirt, just know that that encouragement is for you. Okay. So that's coming out soon. Again, I'm building it up and I'm working on them. And so you have to kind of get the shirt to know if your name is in them. But again, if you guys are down with me putting your maybe can you guys put a poll so I can see? But let me know if you guys are down. I would put either. I could, if you're good with it, I could put your screen names in there. I don't mind kind of customizing these shirts, or I could just put your names, right? And so whatever I'm remembering, we could put a poll of screen names, or whatever. My team is slow today. They ain't putting no poll up. I'll watch in the chat. But yes, I wanna just let you guys know that every time you wear it, you are loved, you are prayed for, you are thought about, and that you are encouraged. All right. So the poll was gonna say, thumbs up, do we want screen names in the merch, or do we want personal names? Do we prefer screen names or personal names? I'm not trying to get sued out in these streets, okay? Let's say somebody out there is like, that's my screen name. I didn't give you permission to use it. But then if I just put your first name, that could be anybody's name, Stacy, right? Nobody's suing me. I'm just trying to encourage people. All right. Thank you. Thank you. See, okay, good. Yeah, we putting the names out there. Look at all the thumbs up. I appreciate it. Either one. Hope you guys like that. So, got it. All right. Good job. Jew Crew merch is coming, guys. It is coming. Personal name, username is better. No username is better. Personal name for sure. Yeah, personal name is great. All right, those are coming in. So I cannot wait to get this merch store out. Like, so it's not just another clothing item store. Like, I'm designing these merch clothes with you in mind. They're very thoughtful. Everything I do, most of the things I do is just very intentional. And so it's for us. It is for us and whoever is a part of our community. I love it. I love it. And so I want you guys to know that you're always in our hearts and our mind. Yep. I can't see. Now, here's what's happening. I can only see the 82 personal name. Great. I can only see the YouTube channel. You're welcome, Heather. You're welcome. It is my pleasure. I can only see the YouTube chat, and I know in the depths of my soul that the Discord chat is saying stuff and they're doing things. And I know I can't see you guys, but I can sense. I can sense the action going on over there. So maybe next week we'll have the Discord up. I don't think I would be so distracted by the Discord. I don't know if I could handle it. I don't know if I'm mature enough yet to handle it. All right. Talisha, a gardening apron would be dope. That is true. That is true. It would. I'll see if I can make one. You guys have any ideas for merch that you want? Hey, Derek, we love you. Personal name because you can wear it and encourage other people. Yep. You should make a Lunch with Jew channel on Discord. Yes. We're gonna get it going, and it's coming really soon. Derek. Yeah, yeah, that's true. Well, we got to have our gardening channel on there for sure. Yeah, I will. I will. We're gonna have that gardening channel for sure. Oh, speaking of, I love you, Derek. You have a great weekend. We'll see you 72. So, the gardening. Oh, I'm supposed to have my plants here, right? And then I was going to tell you guys, two of my plants started looking sad. They started looking sad. I mean, when I tell you drunk, and it isn't because I'm not giving it water or sunlight. I don't know what happened. It was thriving beautifully one day. And then the next day, like overnight, Droopville. So I put it outside. I'm doing everything to make sure that it is living. And I was going to bring it in here because I'm not going to show you wonderfully thriving plants. And then if it starts to die, hide those. No. But I was in a rush trying to supply happy birthday to that. I left the droopy plant so that I could show you, we got to figure out what's happening with my plant. So I don't know what's going on with it. And I've got to put on my plant doctor hat and figure out what's happening. And so I don't know. But when you guys have droopy plants, don't give up on it. It's telling you something. It's almost like when we are depressed or we're sad about something. Something has happened. So since the plant can't talk to me and we can't have a counseling session, I got to dig deep and figure it out. And I'm going to. Why? Because I love my plants. All right. So what do we got? South Jersey, something with Lunch with Jew. Yep. Oh, no, we're having all the merch. There is going to be Lunch with Jew merch, basement merch, wide open merch, upset the world merch, bomb counseling merch, mentor you merch. There's going to be the merch store of merch stores, okay? you are going to have product upon product, hat upon hat, jacket upon jacket, hoodie upon hoodie. Okay. You may not never need to shop anywhere else. Okay. And then the addition of merchandise will be added at later times as well. So trust and believe. This is going to be a robust store. It's going to be a robust store because that's how we get down. Why? Because you gotta go big or get out of Brooklyn. That's what I say. Get out of Brooklyn. You didn't like it? All right, see, the team is looking at me crazy. You don't like it? You don't like get out of Brooklyn? I'm not falling over. I'm telling them you got to go big or get out of Brooklyn. Oh, my goodness. The coat of many colors Jew version. That is so great. Yes, Chi Chi, you will get it in Europe because here's how I'm going to try to avoid all these tariffs issues. And that is I'm going to have my goal is to have a merch store for those of you in US. And then I'm going to have that same merch store for those of you in the UK. See, I'm thinking about you, okay? So you don't have to worry about it. So if you're from the UK, you can use the UK store or just that whole thing. And then if you're in the US, you could just order from the US store. See, I'm working on it. I'm thinking about things. Now, will that help? I think so. I'm making myself think that will help. Go with God or get out. That's what I'm talking about. Make them baggy. I will. I'm going to do all the things. I'm going to make them do all the things. Canada. Again, so I'm working on all the things as best as I can. If I can have a Canadian store, I'm going to do what I can. We'll see how our population in Canada is doing. But yes, I'm trying to be very thoughtful of all the things that are happening. Lord have mercy. We know it. Okay. What's going on with you guys? I've chatted enough today. I'm planning the conference, so you guys know it, and I'll keep you updated. But I'll tell you now, you guys were asking last week, quick conference update. I know we'll get a location. So there's no doubt about that. The minimum, probably the starting ticket price, is probably going to be $200. Okay. So you guys have been wanting to know how much to get your pennies together. At least start for now. It's probably going to be $200 for the initial minimum price. Okay. And then, and it's not going to be till November. That's going to be registration too. It shouldn't go up to more than $275, max $300, but we'll see. But at least the initial, and I'll let you know when we start doing the registrations. We'll start out at $200 so that you guys know. All right, so at least you guys are aware. Am I taking questions? Yes, I am taking questions. I just started my summer garden last weekend. My husband and I built 2-level raised beds. So far, the herbs and veggies, super great. And I'm really big on composting, guys. So compost your food. It will really make your gardens thrive better. Now, I got to tell you, speaking of, thanks for reminding me. I just invested because I had 2 pennies to my name. And I said, Lord, what do you want me to do with these 2 pennies? And I felt like I heard the Lord say, Jew, you need to buy you an electric composter. And I was like, Lord, are you sure? Because I just got 2 pennies left. And he was like, I think you should buy you an electric composter. And I said, you know what, Lord, I hear you. I hear you loud and clear. So then he said Amazon. And I was like, Lord, you want me to go shopping on Amazon? Is that what I'm hearing you say? And then, so I just wanted to hear him say that. So I feel like I heard him say that. And so then I was like, okay, Lord, with my 2 pennies, okay, not my 2 fish and 5 loaves, you go multiply it to buy this electric composter. And so what I did was I was like, all right, Lord, there's some in these random price ranges. I've never even heard of an electric composter because I have always done stuff just the organic way. And so I was like, an electric composter. I hear you, Jesus. I hear you speaking loud and clear. So then as I rub my little 2 mites, right, because I just have 2 mites, and I rub my little 2 mites together. And so I saw some electric composters and I was like, ooh, I want that. and ooh, I want this over here. And then my eyes was starting to get too big. So you see, when you come from the islands, they say your eyes get too big, you're being greedy. So I was like, okay, Lord, I only got 2 mites. I ain't got 7 mites. I got 2 mites. All right. So then I had to go into my 2 mite budget. Okay. And then I had to go ahead and find me an electric composter that was in my 2 mite budget. And I did. I did. I read all the reviews. I did all my research. And so I spent my 2 mites because I want to say I heard from the Lord. And I feel like I did, right? He says, spend your 2 mites, girl. All right. Get your electric composter. And so it'll be here on Sunday. It will be here on Sunday. And I'm going to tell you why. What had happened was we eat because I have a house full of people and I constantly have people over here. Like this is an open bed and breakfast. You would think I always have guests coming over, and I love it because I host people all the time. And then of course we're taping every day. And then Tim has on Mondays his basement taping, right? And so there's always people here, and then there's always food here. Okay, so you're never gonna go hungry, and this is probably why my genes. Okay, I'm jumping up with the genes. This is I'm talking it out now, and this is probably what's happening. So, we have a lot of food, and I don't like to waste. I don't like to waste food, and so our scraps. It does take a little bit longer to compost, and this, I was like, an electric composter. So it heats it up for you, what it would do naturally. It heats it up for you, it churns it for you, and it breaks it down. And you will have like real composted food in like 5 or 6 hours. I was blown away. I was like, as much food, I can put this back in my garden like really fast and don't have to wait for it to break down. So it's really going to basically dehydrate, break down your food. And then technically, for those technicals out there, it won't start actually composting until organic matter breaks it down in the ground. So you take all that food scraps, you put it in there, it breaks it down, it looks like dirt, and then you throw it in your garden. And I promise you, it is going to live, and thrive. And it's just going to do it a lot faster than the traditional way. So, yes, I see comments in the chat based on my, me and Jesus's conversation on my 2 pennies. All right, what's going on in here? Yes. Oh my goodness. He said Amazon knowing it's being boycotted. Is it? Is Amazon being boycotted? I didn't know. And do we have to? Why? Am I missing something? Okay, I don't know. I didn't know about Amazon. I didn't get the memo. But I'm glad I got it now. At least I got it after my compost. See, it was the Lord. He told me to speak. All right, let me see these chats because y'all are in here moving. All right, can you give me advice on self-love and loving yourself? Yep, I can, Jessica. And Montana. Is it Montana B? I think she asked me if we were taking questions. I want to get back to her if she said anything. So if you said something, guys, please scroll back if I missed. But yes, I am taking questions. And how to self-love yourself? Listen, honey, there's just one of you. There's literally nobody else in this world like you. You are so special. You are so amazing. You are so wonderful, even when you don't feel like it. And if you are not here and if you are not loving you, then you rob us from experiencing you. Okay? So you have to have self-love. And I encourage you to have self-love because there's no one like you. There's only one.
No one like you.
Hello, my love. Hi, baby.
So I'm having tomatoes.
Okay, yay. Timmy's
Okay.
spending lunch.
It's the same thing.
It's the last time you were here.
Yeah.
Yep.
So nothing new. I took a tomato. I sliced it in half. This is what you call whole food. I split it in half. Okay. I de-stemmed it. I sprinkled some Himalayan sea salt on both of them, both halves, and then I just drizzled it with olive oil. Now, the Haas avocado, I went ahead and split this in half. Actually, scooped it out of its skin, de-pitted it. The little scoop where the de-pit is becomes a little bowl within an avocado.
Uh-huh.
It comes with its own little bowl.
Uh-huh. Uh-huh.
I filled it with hemp seeds. Okay. Then I filled it with pepitas, aka
Ah.
pumpkin seeds on top. Okay, a little bit of crunch to that soft mushiness of that
Mm-hmm.
avocado.
Mm-hmm.
I splashed it all with some lime
Okay.
juice.
Oh,
Okay,
you can't go wrong with lime.
Himalayan sea salt, olive oil, bada bing, bada bow. Okay, it's not probably as tasty as all this right here. You know what I'm saying? But none of this had to be cooked,
This is true, honey.
fried, rolled up, or whatever.
This is true.
This looks bomb though, and
You can smell the cabbage on the inside.
I can waft. I can deal with the wafting,
Yep.
but I can't eat it.
But you
Anyway,
can't eat
thanks,
it.
gang.
Thanks for sharing what you have with
Bye,
lunch with us,
Dad.
baby.
Bye,
I
Dad.
love you. I love you.
Bye, Dad. Bye, Dad.
Somebody seemed like they may have had it this morning. Yeah. Oh my goodness. No, listen, the waft, it is wafty. I mean, it is in my nose. And I have not taken a bite yet because I didn't want to crunch too much in the mic. That's the only reason. But trust and believe, the moment this live goes off, I'm getting in about 2. Now, yes. I know, but Food Network has different mics. Their mic isn't just right here in their mouth. So give them the ASMR. That's true. No, we're not doing that. We're not doing that. Oh my goodness. No ASMR. Oh my goodness. Janice said I did a haircut and it wasn't bad. No, that's absolutely right. The haircut wasn't too terrible, but I've been in the mode like those clippers that I used were loud, and I'm not a fan of loud clippers. I typically use the old school clippers. Everybody is on that barbers are on like that baby bliss, and I don't even know if that's still in, but I use the classic 76s where you have to change out the actual blade, and they're just so much more quieter. And I didn't use those on the live, but the next time I will. And so I wouldn't mind it. But I still thought when I went back and watched it, I still thought it was it wasn't too shabby for you guys, I guess, but I thought it was loud. I was just trying to be considerate. Not ASMR makes my back tickle. Oh my gosh. Okay, guys, focus, hone in. I got to answer. Is it Montana's question? All right, you had a question about dating. Let's get back to that, guys. Focus, focus. I didn't forget, guys. I didn't forget. The distractions, I'm here for it. But my brain, sometimes it works sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. All right, let me see. Uh, she had a question about dating. I think we just passed it. Did we not pass it? Slope. Yep, Montana B. Yes, thank you. Okay, so it might be up. She said she needs encouragement, so it might be up. Did you put the question in there, Montana? I want to make sure that I did answer it. Dating a Christian woman, is it informal? Dating a Christian woman. Oh, okay. It says women. Okay, is it informal to shoot the first shot? I hear mixed opinions. Um, you know what? It is. I don't know if you're asking if it's good or bad. Um, I don't think it's necessarily wrong as long as it's done in taste and how that shot is taken. I will tell you why. Um, I have a young lady who she's at first she came to me and I was just walking through life with her, and she was like, hey, I need a mentor. I want somebody to walk through life with. And so before I even started the platform, I did that with her, as I've done with many people. It's just that you all have grown, and so I do that in the platform now. But before I had the platform, I was walking through life with her, and she is a beautiful single woman. She is a beautiful single woman, very educated, very kind, very self-aware, very situationally aware, very considerate of others, um, And she just knew who she was and the value that she had. She was not cocky at all, but she had a sweet confidence about her. Nothing that I took off as arrogant ever. And she would always say, "Man, the dating pool is hard out there." And if you're an African American, she was in her late 30s, early 40s. So if you were an African American, she would say, all of our brothers, all of our African American brothers are incarcerated. And it was such a thought provoking statement that she said because, and I thought, how, wow, how absolutely true. And she kept saying a lot of our brothers, our African American brothers, who she was interested in and looking for, who she was saying in this current dating pool, um, where they're at right now, she was like, it's hard for them to find. It's hard for her to just have a decent conversation with them. Then, much less just to be a Christian woman, and they're not all just trying to sleep with her. And so she was like, it is hard to find. She's like, I feel like I did not have high standards at all. My standards were, do you at least know what church is overall at this point? So it seems like she had to dummy herself down. Like, do you at least know what church is? She said it's hard to just have a dialogue, just where I'm not pulling the entire conversation by myself. And it had been a real struggle for several years, and so I definitely understood that. So she went to this dating app, and so she just kept going on the dating app, and she saw this guy on there, and she saw that he was an engineer, but he didn't say anything about her picture. So I guess on the dating apps, it's like a like or a picture, and he didn't say anything to her. But she ended up initiating and just said, all she said was, "Hey, just saying hello. You seem, I love your profile." That was like, it was something very simple that she said, and he then responded back. So here's what I've come to find out. Believe it or not, they're getting married in November, right? So like, I just want to shoot to the end to say that they're getting married in November. She was the one to actually shoot the shot first, and he then engaged her. And once he engaged her, he was just they hit it off ever since. On his part, which sometimes a lot of women do forget, that sometimes men are shy, and sometimes men don't think that this caliber of woman is interested in them. So sometimes they hesitate to shoot their shot, which I've noticed that. And he told me later on, because I ended up counseling them to do their premarital. And he said, I was so he said, I was so shocked that this beautiful woman with her caliber thought I was somebody that she could be interested in. And he said, in the moment that she said something, I had to just then make a decision out of my shell to say, I better respond to her. And he is a very smart, very well educated, just very kind hearted, very sincere. I mean, he was an absolute diamond. He was just shy. And he just didn't have the level of self esteem to think that a woman of her caliber would think anything of him. And so it was just a very, I said, I'm so glad you reached out to him first, because now you guys are going through this journey. And I mean, this man came, he lived in another part of Texas. He drove up on the first date. He drove up 4 or 5 hours. He drove up 4 or 5 hours on the first date, official date, to talk with her and to have a date. It was beautiful. And they have had a tremendous journey. He had a house that he just bought, and he actually sold his house that he's only had for like a year to move up here and start a new life with this girl that they've actually fell in love with together. And trust me, I met him, and she was like, we can't even get married unless we go on the counseling with you. Like, she was very adamant about it. And he said, sure, absolutely. And so I did their counseling. And as much as I've known her, and didn't know him, I'm not biased to anybody. When I put that counseling hat on, that's very different, right? So I'm not in favor of anybody. If you're wrong, you're wrong. I'm not taking any sides, whether you're the guy or the girl. If you're right, I'm going to celebrate you. I'm going to cheer you on. I'm going to encourage you. So we went through weeks and weeks of their premarital, and they were wonderful. They were absolutely wonderful. They were made for each other, but they would have never known that had she not taken that initial step. And so you just got to be God led. She just said, I just felt like, hey. And she said, if he didn't respond, I would have just kept moving. But she was like, I was just, if he didn't take the shot, I just put it out there. And so they have a tremendous relationship. I wish many relationships could be patterned after theirs. It's so good. It's so good. And so November, they're getting married. And so I have no issues with women shooting their shot first. Um, but if it's done in taste and if it's done with class, and I think shooting their shot is different from being thirsty, right? So she only did that one initial. If he didn't respond, she wasn't about to keep going on. At that point, it would have had to take courage on his side to respond back. If he was sitting in his seat to say, "Oh well, I'm not gonna respond to this girl because she thirsty. She should have let me find her first." Okay, well then you missed out. You missed out on a great opportunity because she's equally amazing. She's amazing. And so sometimes pride gets in the way of a lot of really great relationships. It just does, and I hate it. Pride and ego will rob you of being with an amazing person. Also, being superficial will rob you. Being a gold digger will rob you. Being misogynistic will rob you. Um, Taking on mentalities that maybe you have seen your parents do or have, and then really applying them without saying, how did that work out for you guys? How did that work out for you? How if we're looking at our parents, how did that relationship work? So I might need to look or do some tweaks and do something different, right? When you start going into a relationship and you start going into marriage, you need to create your own nucleus. You would have come from a nucleus in how you grew up where you were supported and loved. But now when you join forces with somebody else, they ain't going to love everything about you that your family loved about you. Everything ain't going to be perfect. They're going to show you things about yourself that you may not like or you didn't think was there. So instead of running away from that person because they're being honest about you and you being offended, you probably need to lean into that and say, am I like that? I didn't know. Is that how I'm coming across to you? Is that how I am um, presenting myself to you? In my family, they all love that. They're used to that. But if that hurts your feelings, or if that is not a kind attribute towards you, then I want to adjust that. See, we're not sensitive to each other. Everybody ain't gonna love you, and we're not all always the greatest, right? So we have to be honest with ourselves. So yes, you're more than welcome to shoot your first shot. Don't be thirsty. Don't be overbearing, right? Because then that's a turnoff, right? And don't let society dictate what you should and shouldn't do. I cannot wait. Like we here with it. It's 12:58. But if you guys have time, we could talk about this. What I do not like is this false sense and this false narrative of what society has given us of what a relationship should look like and who should do what and what roles we play in a relationship. It's just not true. It's not real. It's not authentic. And it's been derived by somebody's personal narratives or feelings. We have all these alpha males that are very dominant, and then we have all these sheepish women, or we have all these very dominant women, and then all these sheepish men. And it seems like, where's the balance? And I find it often that these very dominating men attract the sheepish women, and then vice versa. And none of it works out. None of it works out. And so, Eric, the alpha male comes with arrogance and pride always, Always, it just does. I rarely find a strong alpha male that shows humility and sensitivity. I just haven't quite found it yet when they're that a alpha primal. I find it, I have not found one yet that is also sensitive and actually caring and considerate and is humble enough to hear the other side and be like, yeah, let's think about it. It's just rare. And then I rarely find the woman who can be very sheepish, um, and doesn't know her own value. She gets smothered by the alpha male. Or we have the very dominant woman, that is so strong that she would then she would her behavior would feel like she's not submissive. But something happened to this woman of why she's so dominant, right? And that she barks at the male. And so when you do have a very nice guy and a genuine and sincere guy, like not even weak and not even yeah, not even a weak man, just a genuine guy. Sometimes the very dominant woman, um, takes advantage of that. And I see so many relationships where they are in out of balance, out of balance. And I always wish this great guy found the great girl, right? And then I always wish, that they would come together, but they don't. They don't. And it's often, more often than not, we end up having these sort of toxic relationships because nobody knows how to be humble, nobody knows how to be kind to each other, nobody knows how to be respectful to each other, and everybody just has this, self-preserving mentality that it's all about me and I got to do everything to protect myself from these people out here. Right? Everybody is not out to get you. But a lot of us are, sometimes a lot of our ways are dictated by our past relationships, which then inform what we do with the next person, which is that's a bad trait too. So I have no qualms in anybody shooting their first shot. Just be led and be sensitive, and then don't take offense if they don't respond back. Keep it moving. Okay. One of those being the old idea of 50-50 split in certain things. There is a balance that happens based on each person's strengths and weaknesses. So that means 60-40, 55-45, 70-30 at times. You're absolutely correct, South Jersey. You're absolutely correct. But it takes mature conversations to understand what those percentages are in each other and being able to accept the fact. I feel like I have a shaky table again today. All I know is that there's somebody in the Discord that is angry about a shaky table right now because I am just noticing this table is shaky. And nobody on my team loves me enough to change the shaky table out. And so, you know what? I felt the spirit of Discord come upon me just now. Somebody is talking about this shaky table, and I want to know. I acknowledge it. I acknowledge the shaky table. There's nothing I can do about it. Why? I'm not moving the table, okay? Now, somebody, all these boys in here, they can move this table. But if I come back next week and this shaky table is here, blame the boys. Just want you to know, blame the boys. Okay, so um,
Do not blame me. I am time stamping doing my job.
so this is true, but that is that's what I want to say. We have to have these mature conversations about, what our strengths are and what our weaknesses are. That's just the bottom line. So I hope that helps. And we don't know how to receive and give each rejection properly. Correct, Chris? We don't. We definitely don't. So, but yes. All right, guys, how are we feeling? I'm about to take a bite. About to take a bite. All right, so. hmm Somebody asked me earlier about this. This is a soy-free soy sauce. It's a gingery lime. Who's this made by? This is true. How do we? It is a soy-free soy sauce. It's made with cocoa aminos. Um, this is from Big Tree Farms, and I got it at Sprouts. Can they see that? It is super good. That gingery lime is everything. All right. what happened to that table I got at the convention. It's downstairs in the garage. Bolt the table. Well, it's not bolted down because it's on my carpet. But oh, I know what happened. I know what happened. Okay. Here's what happened. When I did my spend lunch with Jew, like I actually have multiples of these tables because I host a lot of events. And I'm always decorating my house or changing my house into some theme. Like I'm doing something. I have some theme going on. I'm creating it. I'm transforming it into something because I like to have fun. And so I have these tables because I'm always hosting. These bistro tables, I'm always hosting. I have chairs. I have different things, right? But when I did my spend lunch with Jew event, the company was like, "Hey, I brought some of my tables for what I was doing." And they were like, "Hey, you can leave your tables here." So my tables have been there ever since. And they were like, "There's no rush to get them. You can just come and pick them up every time." I keep forgetting my tables are there. So that's why we can't change it out because the rest of the tables are there. All right, Sophie, I have a request. Yes, Sophie. Should your spouse be the first person who you share things with? Good question. It can be. It depends on the relationship that you have with your spouse. If you and your spouse have a best friend relationship, 100%. You should be able to get to the point where you can tell your spouse everything. You just should be able to get there. And I know every relationship isn't like that because everybody has different capacities. And so some things you might have to talk to your girlfriends about or your counselor about. But until you get to the point where your relationship can be strengthened, that's the goal. The goal is for your spouse to be your best friend. The goal is to marry your best friend in the first place. Okay? Crispy, I think, said something. You're welcome, Montana. Crispy, it's my opinion, by the way. Not sure. Oh, okay. I would need to see what she says. Lisa J, what are your views on feeling like God wants you to be with someone, but you don't feel for them in that way? In fact, nothing changed in terms of feelings. They're non-existent. Then I don't know what's informing you. I'm not quite sure what would be informing you to are you sure God wants you to be with them? Because here's the thing, I don't want you to be with somebody because you think God wants you to be with them, but then you're not quite sure. And then you get with them and then you mistreat them or don't like them because you don't like them. Like, I don't know that God works that way. I don't think he works that way. I think he would give you the desires in your heart. And I think he would give you an attraction for one another. If he's put something in there, there would be some sort of connection. So if there's not a connection, I don't want you to slap God in there to try to force it to make it something. So it seems like there's a little something more in there, okay? Musu, love you. For context, the time span has been 3 years and I feel nothing for this dude in any way. Okay. He must feel something for you. And that's okay. Maybe you can just say, whatever you could just say, listen, I appreciate it and I don't want to waste your time. I don't necessarily, in the state that I'm in, have feelings. Now, I don't know, Lisa, is it you like somebody else? You're not interested in you don't think he looks good? I don't know. I don't know what it is. I don't know what it is, but there would be a reason. If you're just not interested, you're just not interested, right? And he could be interested. That doesn't mean that that's the Lord putting y'all together. So I just want to make sure there's no manipulation there of the Lord said, you're my wife. And then now you could possibly be feeling like, is this the Lord? And now do I have to marry this guy that I don't have feelings for? No. If it is, you will know. Trust me. If it's not, you're going to know. Trust me. Okay. All right. Hopefully that helps. Crispy, that's not for you. Okay, great. Sophie, I scared, intimidated to go to the gynecologist. Never been. I'm 20, but I know I need to go for general health. May I have some advice or encouragement? Sophie, go. They are doctors, and go to a good doctor. Um, check the reviews, make sure they're good. whatever you need them to do to make you feel safe, do that. Um, and I don't know why you feel so scared and intimidated. So I don't know if there's a trauma there or a hurt. But if they're a doctor and they've been practicing for a while, I'm sure they've seen one body part, they've seen them all. And so I don't know if you're scared to go to the doctor or if you're scared of the results that they may give you. So that's what I'm not sure. But I think you should go. And even if you are scared, just go scared. But it's better that you know and that you go and you get checked and you wait and something creeps up on you. All right? So go, take a friend with you if you go. All right? You don't have to go by yourself. Take a friend, take somebody you trust and go with them. But I'm definitely going to encourage you to go, okay? Be brave, be brave, be brave, Sophie. You got this. All right. Third degree, how do you create a home when you don't feel connected anywhere, town or state, etc.? Third degree burns, it would probably feel, um, how do you create a home? It's going to be probably difficult, but I think um, home is where you make it, right? Homeless people that don't have a physical place to stay, they make wherever they are a home, right? Even if they have to move, they make wherever they are a place. And so a home is where you feel comfortable, where you reside. Um, and even if it's temporary, it's your temporary home. So um, figure out where it is that you need to be, understand where you are. If you are just in a season of transition, if you are just in a season of change and adjustment, sure, it may not feel like you are stabled and that you are like, I've arrived, I can settle. I get that. But be honest about the place that you are in, where you are, and just be comfortable there for the time being until you get settled to where you need to be. So I hope that helps. Um, let's see what you was dropping her egg rolls in. Big Tree Farms. Yep. Sophie, I get you. Yep. Thank you so much. Okay. I ended up letting him know I wasn't interested and did feel like a door needed to be shut. Good. Good, good, good. All right. Sounds good. Well, I love you guys. It is 1:12 and listen, Drew got a lot of work to do, y'all, okay? So you guys have been hitting up that bomb counseling center, which I'm super duper glad you guys are hitting up those support groups, which I'm proud of you. I'm proud of you guys getting those support groups. And so I've got some therapists that I got to completely onboard some more. So I'm love it and I'm excited about it because we are growing and you guys are doing amazing. So thank you for you guys getting your work done. But I got to go be a boss over there too. And so I love you guys so much. I thank you for spending breakfast, lunch, and dinner with me. It's Friday, and we talked a little bit about relationship stuff. We got Operation Conference 2025, and if you guys know a location here in DFW that you want to suggest, throw them in the Discord, and then we're going to get that going. Until next week, you guys be good. Know that I love you. We're going to get this merch out soon, and be great, okay? Bye, guys.